bleachers into the stands, and that ended. Combs ended up, of course, on second, and Joey Sewell, the second batter, who walked a lot and hardly ever struck out, he walked, so that put men on first and second. Babe Ruth, next batter, boom, all of a sudden he hit a highest fly ball. As an 11-year-old kid, I lost track of the ball. It was so high, and it kept going and kept. I thought at first it was going to be a fly ball to the infield, but as Babe Ruth could hit, this ball ended up over the wall, over Sheffield Avenue. No, landed in the right field stands, about 10 rows behind me. I thought there was a chance that I would be able to stick my cap out and it would land in my cap, but it was too far behind me. So the Yankees were ahead 3-0, and then we went all the way to the fifth inning where the score was close. The Cubs scored some of their runs, and it was 4-3. Lou Gehrig, I admitted this at first. Lou Gehrig, after Babe Ruth hit a home run to make it 3-0, Lou Gehrig followed with a home run, so that made it 4-0 in the first. And this time in the fifth inning, Babe Ruth, Charlie Root was pitching for the Cubs, and he had a pretty good fastball, and he got 2 quick strikes on Ruth. And Ruth stepped out of the batter's box, looked straight out towards the outfield, and pointed with one finger straight center field. And Ruth hardly ever hit the center field. And he, the next pitch, boom, over the PK Wrigley sign. There was no stands down in center field, and landed on the asphalt pavement of the street beyond the ballpark and rolled for, could have been blocks, and that made it, gave the Yankees 5 runs. And once again, Lou Gehrig hit a ball that hit the flagpole and landed in the bleachers, which so that each time Babe Ruth hit a home run in that game, Lou Gehrig followed with a home run. And then it went all the way to the 9th inning, and the Cubs were catching up, and they were rallying, and they were behind 7-5, and they filled the bases. Only there was 2 outs, and the reserve catcher, their regular catcher, was Gabby Hartman, and Raleigh Hemsley, who happened to be a manager, catcher on a team in pro ball that I played against, and he had to face Herb Pennock, who was a star pitcher for the Yankees in 27-28 World Series, who was now nowhere near could throw as fast or hard as he did back then. And he threw very, very junky stuff, very slow, and he threw only 3 pitches, and Raleigh Hemsley swung and missed all 3, and the game's over. Yankees win their 3rd straight, 7-5, and they won the next day, beat the Cubs 13-5, and that gave the Yankees a 4-game sweep, which from 28 they won that World Series against Pittsburgh 4 straight. In 27 they beat the Cardinals 4 straight. So now the Yankees have won 12 straight World Series games without a loss.
So can you describe that? You said that there were special stands for the World Series at Wrigley Field. You said, can you describe that?
It was just freshly made. It was wooden, and you could see the wood was not even, they didn't even have a chance to paint it or varnish it, and that's where we sat in that 3rd game.
So that was out on Sheffield Avenue?
Out on Sheffield Avenue. Cubs left field is Waveland Avenue. There's a fire department right across and they got all those apartment houses in Sheffield Avenue, like the 2nd floor and the 3rd floor of these apartments in Waveland Avenue, 2nd floor and 3rd floor. Oh, wow, they're still doing it right today. It's a crowded section during a Cub game, right from, that was 32, and now it's, of course, 08, 2008, and it's just jammed with people watching the game from their apartments.
So I want to ask you about one more thing.